Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back to epistemic-gnomes. So we are back with UPBGE. So Uchronia means something of the past. What if it like a different story happened? So Uchronia project Blender game engine, and it's a branch of the original BGA Blender game engine. There are many others called like a couple others like Armory, which actually is an add-on, and Range. So these are BGA branches alongside UPBGE, but I'm using UPBGE because I've learned about it, and it's apparently it has an alpha version, and I'm liking it so far. And today I've just found something really incredible. We're gonna dive into this. So some guys named like Default Cube on YouTube. He has great tutorials, not too much, but he has brilliant content. And so he was making an introduction to the logic node editor, which I wasn't using. I was expecting to try to do this for compositing for game. I'm not sure that is a good idea, but maybe it can work. It's because it's real-time rendering, so maybe it's not good for performance, but maybe it works, right? I need to make some tests, and this thing actually does way more than I thought, and it's much more interesting for me also because, you know, this is I was having problem with the linked collection of a rigged model because the other system that I was using, the logic bricks, this is an old school system, apparently the BGA, so maybe very old structure, but logical structure for like a condition, yeah, so event, yeah, so like a sensor, then something like a logic thing, and then actuator. So an event happens through a certain logic and by some trigger, so something like that. And of course but this thing is difficult to manage, it's complicated. I think the other one, it's more free, it's more revamped alongside Blender node system. This one, even we can't even duplicate these things. It's very annoying. So I think maybe they will revamp this whole thing in maybe there are things that this can do, the other can do, but this one cannot operate on objects containing library override, so linked objects. And this is horrible for my project because I'm still editing the rigged model, right? And why not, right? Keep changing stuff on it, and then I can't use these things because if I want to edit the armature object containing the actions, I can't through this system because it doesn't work. However, the other system, this logic node editor, it can do apparently the same thing that this thing can do, but through a more familiar thing. And actually this is pretty interesting because with a few tricks here we can do already a lot. So we can do a WASD just as the other bricks, and maybe camera motion. We can rig everything here for game. So it's crazy because I'm a rigger in Blender, and so animator, so this is like controlling the whole UI for you. It's even better than geometry nodes in some sense, but anyways, it's super powerful because it's BGA. So I found this this might be my secondary preferred node system. I don't know, after the compositor, maybe, who knows. But I'm not sure how we group stuff here. It's a bit different, but we can frame stuff. So, and we can have multiple of those things. They work simultaneously, so that is completely crazy. So it's much better than organizing. I was watching a tutorial from another guy which was creating extra object to place those bricks, logic bricks, and you know, this, then you have to make multi-selection, then it works. It's not bad, but it's terrible. It's super confusing, while node trees can be very confusing as well. But look at this. This is revamp branch, true or false. This is boolean, get the condition. Look what this does. So if press T, true, set visibility. false, set visibility on. Yeah, the opposite actually. Yeah, this will negate visibility and this will enable include children, so it's an object which includes children. And actually there is something about, I'm not familiar yet with this, but there is something about this thing that we need to apply to selected. Yeah, so like there is one object that we want to, yeah, so all this thing will occur to the selected object. For now this is about the armature object, right? So I'm not exactly sure how we manage this thing, apply to selected, and how do you unapply, then I'm not sure. So need to learn many tricks, but this is already very good. Can we asset mark this? Yes, we can. Okay, so that is very interesting. So this thing, I was trying to do some camera things. Let's show what we possess here. I was trying to do many things. I want to figure out maybe an original setup for the game, right? Because I'm not sure that we can use the presets, not presets, but we can use what other games already do, right? And it can be great, but why not try something different? Actually, I need to be on the camera. All right. Apparently, I'm missing some controllers. What's happening here? This camera has lost some. Yeah, so apparently I can't. What's moving here? Oh, apparently it's okay. This is an older camera. This is the new one. Apparently, yeah. So apparently I've lost the system which I had. No, there's something is working, but not everything. There's something that you can snap the. It's very cool, but I wasn't able to reproduce because on one hand this system is super complicated for management. So my idea is to try to bring everything here to the other system. And so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna make a duplicate here of this file because I want a revamp. So this will be like we're gonna destroy some settings which we have here because this is not a rigged model, so it's garbage, right? So what we're gonna do is that before I destroy anything here, because I need this reference, something is probably used on the armature. Yeah, the armature has got a few things. All right, so see armature. So what is these sensors here? We have some keyboard, jump, keyboard, what is W. This is a run. Okay, this is controlling the actions, right? But I already tested out, and apparently, yes, we can recall actions through a linked thing. So what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna disable this for a moment. We are gonna, and maybe we can get rid of all these objects. I don't know. I'm mostly convinced that my intuition tells, rigging intuition, at this point that there are various ways to address gameplay system for the controlling of the character and the camera, and there are pretty much there are several things that maybe were never done before in the history of gaming and of game design, and I'm always curious about those inventions, right? New discoveries, new possibilities, new inventions. So maybe I can come up with something interesting. But I will have to learn this first. So we gotta bring the linked asset here. Exactly. So now, and I hope this is correct, and we will be able to actually do all this, right? So we're gonna, I mean, yeah, we don't want this here. characters, so we bring this one as a linked asset. Yes, we bring here. The library override is still weird in this game engine, but it's still in a BGE, but it's still fine. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna select it. Yeah, not double click doesn't do. Select hierarchy. Let's try this library override and make selected and content, right? So what happens now is that we're gonna bring the armature. The armature was library overrode or overridden. So we are able to pose, right? This is good. We see that the mesh is there, so it's followed, so nothing is invisible here. Maybe some stuff will glitch, yeah, so we have to disable some extra costumes here. I don't know why they get enabled, but yeah, we got everything here. And so this is my new proposition, and we are going to, yeah, so this one, nothing is working here for this one, but we can use this one logic node here to start setting. Let's get the collection. No, we cannot get the collection. We need to get the we need to get, hold on, we need to get the armature, right? Because the armature is the parent of everything else. So we got this thing, and we're gonna Control C, Control V. And so now that if we test this, there's no physics here, but we're gonna fix that in a moment. So so we can control the visibility, right? As we hold down T, it responds like that. So okay, so this is just a testing thing, but we can do many things with that. So first of all, let's because I have a backup now of the original, we're gonna slowly try to revamp this thing, right? So we want to get the capsule, and we want to parent this to the capsule. So we're gonna bring this here, this here. The location, we don't bother about the location. Not yet, because this I can solve through the... Yeah, because it's... yeah, so this is a little problem of it being linked, but that's fine. We can... Oh, actually, I can solve this. Because this is a destination file, so I can just change the... Oh, I can't edit. Okay, but I can change the... I can pause, right? So if I can catch the bone, the root bone. Wait, don't you have... Oh no, I don't have... This is not for animation here, so bone collections. Main control is okay, where it is. This one, no, it's not this one, is this one. So we're gonna go on object mode, set origin to 3D cursor. I think it didn't work. Maybe we need to library override this one too. Okay, so apparently this is locked. We can't do this here. So unfortunately, but okay, I can still temporarily change the. I can do this in the rigged model, anyways. So for now, maybe we can. What we can do is just to. Okay, I'm gonna not snap. We're gonna just bring it here. Okay. Now we're gonna parent this to the capsule. And now we need to do something which is a bit annoying. Maybe... So this is new. I hope we can edit this. No. Okay, so you have a new problem here. We can't edit those things, but what about... Can I clear the library override? Yeah, apparently not. So I don't know how to. So let's a link here. Because if I can't manipulate these options, so there'll be another way. Like, it's crazy, but I would need to source the linked asset from UPBGE, where it would be appended. But yeah, that will ruin my workflow, right? But that could work, right? Then, at least for this. But anyways, so I could adjust this in the other version, because regular Blender doesn't have this physics. If I can't change this, probably there will be some misery things happening. We need to ghost this thing or use the non-collision for the objects. Otherwise they will interact badly with the capsule, something like that, and then the character will fly away on physics. So this is a problem that I was having. I thought that my rigged model had too many mesh geometry, something like that, trigons, and it was performing problem, but actually not. Start deleting the meshes, but eventually it was working at some point, because I was deleting the mesh object, the entire object, which has the wrong, it has the static by default. So what we need to do here is to, we're gonna unlink. We're gonna, maybe there'll be another way to do so, but I'm unsure. So we still, the idea to use this is still better because of the organization of the possibilities this provides. And so there is a way to do that, as I mentioned. So I will, but it won't be good if I'll have to find a workflow for that, a workaround. Okay, so we're gonna bring back the same thing there. And we want to here is linked. Here it is. No, there are physics. You see here. Okay, why these the okay, the problem is that I cannot access the... Okay, let's try to... Yeah, we can't manipulate. So this is sad. Maybe they don't interfere. Who knows, right? Well, what I could do is save my rigged model in an UPBGE and then change that. Yeah, that's a crazy thing, but like a branch, a fork. Very crazy, but it, yeah, think about solutions. Anyways, let's use this anyways. We're gonna see, we can also test if those things are gonna fail. They're probably are gonna fail, but we never know. So here we can do this again. Let's selected and content. Let's look for here. Okay, then here we gonna look for the armature. Okay, can we pose this? Yeah, so this is correct. We're gonna bring it here, and then we parent this to the capsule. Keep offset, and we're gonna also hide some stuff here and here. You see that something disappeared about the character. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something wrong about the library override system. Second time it happened. Yeah, definitely something wrong. Sorry, folks. We're gonna go back here. And we... Yeah, it happened. It's happening again. Let's clean up some stuff before. Still have these values 002. It's okay. It's not compromising. Okay, so you see that at some point it started to probably some object gets crazy. There we go. So maybe just some stupid modifier. I think it lost a target somehow. Mesh data is still linked. Is that normal? Yeah, possibly it's normal. So what you see is that the something about shrink wrapping, I guess. but when I turn off this shrink wrap, it doesn't solve anything. So all right, so very sad. So maybe I need more work out in this character. So this is very sad. We are not gonna use the linked rigged model in here, but we are still going to try to, well, we can, yeah. It's just sad, bad, but we're gonna, oh, I see some, it's not the, looks like some bones were left behind, maybe. Yeah, there's no shrink wrap there, so but to no avail, right? No, it's not a deformed bone that goes crazy. Although we could try to track where this is going. Yeah, some bones are. Okay, so good news. Maybe this is just some things which broke somewhere. Let's I don't remember this, but we're gonna try to solve directly in the you see there's nothing wrong here, and but possibly probably some conflict between versions and different. We're gonna still check here if we something about the some I key here. Maybe we've lost something here. Let's see. Something about missing parent. Maybe some dependency cycle. This bone mechanism heap. Nothing wrong about these ones. This one seems all good. Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything to do with these things, except that maybe we got something wrong here. No, these automators don't seem a problem. Yeah, to be fair, I don't see anything. gonna save here. And do this thing again. Yeah, we have data that is probably some conflicting data also. Can't we unlink all those things? Yeah, so I'm sort of unable to fix this, but okay, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use this one at once, and we're gonna use this one. So we're gonna use the link still. Try to force it to update whatever the cost. And in the end, if we can just... Yeah, so it's like it's library overriding, and then some data gets... Oh, now it has... it's clear, I think. But I still think that this will go nuts. Okay, no, this time it worked. So indeed it was some conflict between loose data because of the naming, so they... Well, no, they still have this. But you see, it seems to be fine now. Yeah, it seems to, I hope. So we can use this now. We are going to parent it. It's not parenting to the capsule, which caused the problems, right? So we are going to go here, and we're gonna start changing this, and we're gonna try to make an walk thing with this system here, just for this one. Yeah, we're gonna affect the capsule. We can hide this thing because we're gonna make consultations whenever we need. We don't need all this garbage here. Like this method, maybe it's a good method, but I don't know. I don't like to follow methods without knowing possibilities, right? So I want to like just following orders or instructions without really knowing the possibilities. I don't know. This is not for me. So we got so plenty of tutorials are just like that. So it's good sometimes, but like for me, usually it's not good. I want to explore stuff, but there are moments where this kind of mindset, the resource is more relevant, right? Okay, so we need to change here. So this is a keyboard. Change the input. Yeah, keyboard key. So I don't know what is this. Let's check. Active. No. So we're gonna get when is hold down, right? This is exactly this. So they are enriched this resource, these things. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna maybe keep this. So if true, we're gonna make the character the capsule, right? The problem is that I don't know where it is. So yeah, we're gonna first play an animation. I don't know all the commands here, so this is something that failed to find. Okay, because we need a new. Is there always I don't know what is this, but we can try something like idle. I don't know how to produce. Yeah, let's not do this one first. Let's just try this one. Action, walk. Start 1. I think walk cycle is 16. Layer, I don't know how to use this yet. Play. So here I play and stop. I think it was play and stop. So this is, some names here are different, so I don't really know the correct logic, or if it can mimic. I think it can. So what this does, this should play an animation. Okay, so we got. Okay, so this is the physics thing, I guess. The capsule. Yeah, this is the thing that we'll have to find some. I'm playing W, but nothing happens. So we're gonna disable this one for now. Yeah, this is flying away, so this is because yeah, so you see, we can walk the animation. We can control the animation even on a. So this is the good part. And all right, so I need to fix this thing. So what we're gonna do is that we let's try to cheat. Copy to selected. Well, I used Alt. No, we can't. Okay, so what this is that the frame doesn't end, right? So you need to make the something. The animation plays, but the character is not moving forward. So here we're gonna make the capsule. So I think it's a motion, move, transform, apply movement, object transformation. Yeah. So you target the capsule, and could I ignore these meshes like? Ghost? No, this will be how to make they avoid all this. That might be a way, but doesn't matter. So here I have a solution already in mind. So we're gonna use this same true here to condition to make the capsule movement local space. Yeah, but yeah, so in principle y it's negative 0.3. so this is, I don't remember how much this was. We can make a consultation here for, well, for the, we don't need this. The capsule here has the logic brick, so forward has here the motion forward. It is negative, yeah, so it is precisely this value. So this is like per frame, so it's like 4 centimeters per frame basically speed, which doesn't mean too much right now for me, so it maybe get familiar with that at some point. But this seems to be a good speed that I decide for this character. And so we need to get the capsule. No, we need to get this one. So it's this, and now if we play this, we get the walking cycle, right? So this is very all right. Maybe we need to control some stuff here. What is, yeah, I think it's play and stop, right? This is too fast already, so I don't know why this system is different. Okay, much better. Play, this will just keep playing. No, it's, yeah, I'll just play once. So I think play stop is, yeah, it stops when we end, right? Oh, I know it is running fast because actually we have double actions here. I needed to disable this motion. Yeah, we needed to disable all them. Otherwise, because they are affecting the capsule. Now it will be very slow. No, it looks good in spite of this reduction, but let's do this. And yeah, now it's weird. I'll really disable those things, right? So here to make the action for the armature, we had inside the armature object some sort of, no, not of this armature object, but the previous one. that got always run the idle 24 frames loop stop, but it's always, so it's, so I need to try to bring this event, this condition in here. I've never done it, so I'm not sure what. On update always when keyboard is active. Maybe when keyboard is inactive, false. We're gonna play is it no, this is not that is not working. Maybe I need to do something about this. Well, now it's working. I don't think they are stacking, so I've separated in layers. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but it seems to be working. So if their layers are the same for some reason, it doesn't work. Good. Can I invert here? Yes, so this seems good. Good logic, whatever. Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna... What are these things? On finish, I have no idea how to use those things. And here we need to make the... Well, yeah, this is working for... In principle, we need to apply this to the selected stuff, right? But this time, yeah, it's just working. So we're gonna need now to... frame, so shift is J, no, control J, no, shift P, yes, shift P, so idle. So we could have some colors for this. So actions, we can have some, I don't know. Doesn't the text, I always wonder. Okay, we have this, then we have we can have lots of this, right? Yeah, we can even do this. I'm not sure if this will work for I'm not familiar how to distribute those things, but yeah, we apply motion, we apply this. We could even do something like this, right? So here is the side is not the y, is I think this x is positive, is local space, yeah, local. So let's check the capsule for the logic bricks. Backward, let's also check. Backward it's 0.02 positive. The side is, this is a rotation. 0.03. R is negative. Right is the negative, right? Oops, wrong connection. Yeah, it will sound weird, but it makes sense for now. The cool thing is they can stay all disconnected, so it's like crazy, right? Okay, forward. Run forward to have this value. So backward is half the other. Alright. So we're gonna have this ready. This we're gonna... Wow, okay, I don't have a walk back, so we're gonna just reuse these things. Play stop, yes, so just the speed. And so here is 0.03, negative 0.03, and half 0.01. Alright, so let's try this one. Yes, and as you can see, we have the action is not playing properly though. Suddenly let's hide this play animation, maybe they are causing some conflict. Yeah. So this is kind of nice. This camera, where's the... There's one camera which is parented to the... I lost one camera, I don't know where it is. This one. Parented to capsule, I guess. Gonna make this deactive. Yeah, I'm not playing it correctly. Let's just use the standalone start. This may take... Oh, well, didn't work. Maybe it's suffering to start. Yeah, it's not starting. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, let's not use this. Let's just use the P. I've just installed the last release of the alpha. So yesterday, I think it was. Okay, so I think maybe it's too heavy. Something is happening. Or this node system that I've made is breaking the. I can make a test if it is this Blender version. Then it should not even run my previous file. But I think I was already testing this. Could be the linked asset, right? Or just the... Yeah, so you see it's playing. It was playing. What might not be playing is actually the... Okay, so it's running. Maybe it's just sluggerishing. This is using EV, right? Here I've lost, I don't have any of the controls. I was disabling them. Unfortunately, I cannot show the additions. Yeah, I don't know what I unmade here. Some crucial thing. But that's fine. Okay, so it's running in spite of the version. So either it might be my node system. Better that, right? Yeah, great. So it doesn't want to open the file. Yeah, so this is like, I don't think I can understand this. Okay, so apparently I broke the file and I can't open it because I'm streaming and there might be a lack of memory, something like that. Yeah, usually some lack of memory. Okay, it's no panic. This I'll have to figure out, but I won't continue that thing. So we're gonna do some other important things here. Oh, what's that? Okay, of course I know what this is that yesterday I was doing some extra assets and we made these 3 so we can unlink this. And this one we can go back to the whatever. Let's travel here. We're gonna bring this asset right here. I was inspired by Mass Effect. The Citadel has a lot of an RPG, sci-fi RPG game, right? The Citadel has got a lot of trees like that. Not the tree, but the big vase, something like that. It's very, very nice for the settings. And here is an alien tree that I decided to make. So with using the how they call it, the famous 3 gen, right? So I lost the armature, but that's okay. We don't need to animate all the trees, right? This one doesn't have, so this like and the solution for this I was showing. So we started to use this kind of link to material so that we can like if I duplicate like we can do it from here, right? We can bring this plant here. How come it is? Okay, I don't understand, because usually the let's undo this. Usually when we link the thing that is assetized, it doesn't become a linked asset, it's just become a sort of an appended asset. So I don't know how to duplicate this thing, right? Now I duplicated the I want to all did the collection as well, right? So but these are duplicates, they are not. Yeah, so this is confusing, but I was just trying to make extra materials for this. The user can do it, because if we override library for this, we can just change these textures. Well, I haven't tried myself, but because they use this system, link material to object or the object's data. I have to try out somewhere else. Okay, so something that I could do here of interest would be to sorry, would be to, there are some books that, yes, so there's these things. Let's do a little work here. Why this? Why this thing becomes linked? Because it's not from the current file. Oh yeah, it's not from the current file. This is why we need to... Are they the same? Yes, they are the same. Okay, so now I know how to solve this problem. Someone in the Blender right click, select something like that. Yeah, community. Okay, this I don't know what it is, but since, let's see, we have some bricks way, so meanwhile, I'm thinking which kind of asset, sci-fi fantasy asset I can make. One a day, one per day. Yeah, this will be some metal that I don't remember. Okay, these were easy. Let's just one metal of the... Yeah, one that I don't know. Gonna bring these ones right here. Okay, so the solution for the library of right things, yeah, it is an operator that you use here in the blend file. So basically, it's called the remap user operator. Right click, remap users, yeah, remap users. And so if I see anything here that seems wrong, and there are many things here that are wrong, so we're gonna first try to, it's not this one, granitoid. Oh yeah, so I don't know what was it. I'll have to consult other backup file maybe. Yeah, so I don't know what. So what I can do is that, yeah, this will, I'm not gonna do this now because these assets here, they are they were created here, but they are not. Yeah, they are linked, but not the same kind of link. So I need to substitute them for the new assets. I need to assetize them in the other scene. And then bring here, and you can use Control-C to copy location, copy rotation, copy scale. So this is good to replace them exactly, but you have to do some one by one, I think. Unless we could try something. Maybe this technique also solves this. That would mean that if I find the objects here, okay, fix one missing link here. Where will be the object? This collections. Okay, so in the collections, right? So we'll have to find the whichever thing. Like for example, this one. We can clear asset. And we can remap user. I think it doesn't work for here. Oh no, this doesn't work for. We need to bring the link first. Yeah, in this case. Okay, so let's try this. So it is this one, and it comes from the props, yeah. It doesn't matter where we place it, but we're gonna okay, for some reason it didn't work, right? But we can, for example, Yeah, I just don't... Ah, it is there. Okay. Some problem with parenting, maybe. We can readjust this in the scene. So then what we can do is just get this one. Yeah, they have different... This one is a collection, so they don't really match now anymore. So this is this one, right? But then we could... I have to find the... I forgot, right? One 0.0 something like that, yeah. Guardrail. This is right here. And this is a nightmare to search, apparently. It's not even in alphabetic order. It doesn't show if it is linked or not, grayed out color of the text. I think I don't see it, so maybe it's not available. Yeah, so this is unfortunate. Let's ignore this one for now. Let's do for the one batch, for example here, that will be fine. So you have materials. So there is a concrete thing. This wood, for example, we know we don't want it. Clear asset. We're gonna look for... Actually, let me check one thing first. Ah, there are many users, right? I want to see what happens to its own asset current file, right? So we can do this, unfortunately, but we can get, for example, here. It's using the wood of acetize here, so we're gonna first bring it here, and now we need to remap users, and now I need to find this Matt D Wood. We don't know which one, right? Yeah, this apparently didn't work. It is still okay. Let's delete. Let's see what's happened. Okay, it gets deleted from here, so that's what's happened. We don't need to anesthetize. I wanted to know this one. We're gonna substitute. We want to clear asset, and we want to we can't. Yeah, this is horrible. So this is very bad actually. It sometimes it's easy, but it's now it identified it, right? But I don't know why it thinks. It is the 01. I see. It's a new name. Okay, got it. So this one, we're gonna remap users. Yeah, we can this one. Okay, but to no avail. This we don't know if those things are linked or not, so let's take a look. If we remove this, it doesn't update. If we bring link, it appears there. Okay, so that means that we need to make some exchange here. The material already exists, so Matt F carpet lounge, but we don't know which is it. This the same invalid old pair. Yeah, it's itself. this. And now 0, yeah, and now all of them exchanged. Okay, go for the end. Something that I've added closer to the end, maybe. Okay. So there are a lot of materials to clean here, like this one, for example. All right, so we're gonna bring this emission from here, fix 02, link first, then we're gonna remap users, look at the very end, maybe there's some logic here. That should be easy to find. Possibly this one. Done. And 0 users. Now this one. This metal patch 01, I think is this one, right? Okay, it's not here, so I can remove this. Yeah, but still very time consuming. So this certainly requires a big class, like how not to fuck up your projects, to keep organized, right? With asset library system. It's a rabbit hole, but it's doable after a while of experience. Yeah. So a new project, making a new project would be better, right? At this point, this takes too long, right? But not good for streaming, right? So anyways, maybe a little good, right? Metal patch, this one, right? Yeah, so it's more annoying the ones that have a lot, but we need to find the material because, or just set the yeah, I need to create an object just to set my material. It's super boring. But yeah, we could, then we need to delete later, is annoying. So these ones we can anesthetize. Oh, I've made this one different. Apparently I did, yeah. These ones can stay here. Yeah, and the next assets here that matters is the books. Yeah, okay. Let's return to the furniture. This is not the furniture. Is this assetized? Ah, I didn't add it. Okay, so this is linked. Still building this. So we could link the Dorothy Lounge there. It was supposed to be there. And this, there's a greenhouse. So this is gigantic structures for... I don't need to build all that, but at some point I want to... Yeah, there are many levels. This will take a while. Is this the last one? Yeah, whatever. So we don't care. This is important. Oh, there's this one also. We have updated this one. Well, no, this is linked. There's this brick 02. Ah, this asphalt was from here, right? Okay. This brick 02, maybe also only from here. You see, all this is a pressure scene blend file, so everything that is here are linked, so the materials here don't... I just created these ones here. So here it's a good thing that we can use to the furniture. So we can probably do something like here. And so this tricked me because actually, so we're gonna break asset mark from here. We're gonna bring it's an emission, right? These are still assets there, I forget to... Okay, where are you? Bricks... In which catalog is this thing? This one needs to be updated, right? This is a glitch, certainly needs to be reported. Okay, so I got this one. A bit weak, this emission, right? Anyways. Yeah, so this is tricking me somewhere that not willing to go. It's ghost itself. Okay, but it doesn't mind. We're gonna go to the... Oh yeah, before we do this, it's confusing, right? But actually I've got to do something. Let's just fix this little thing here. This might be an emission. So gonna look for try to substitute all this. It appears it's linked, but it has different names, right? So it's now it's getting very crappy confusing. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna change this. Probably this one is... This could be an asset, right? Yeah, so here it's like fixing one by one. Here it's not good, right? The best thing to do would be, right, here this was, yeah, we fixed. Uh, yeah, I get a lot of distortion, but it's not too bad. So I can ascetize this. Is interesting. So that we can bring it to another place, right? Yeah, right, since we are here. Not taking this one. It's this one. This also could be. Don't tell me. This only exists in the current file. Alright, this is interesting. Yes, precisely. So the best thing is to check here. This one, for example, is the same problem. It's not here, so we're gonna Well, I thought this one I had fixed, but no. So lots of mistakes here. This one asphalt, I think I don't have it here neither. This one's okay, we fixed already. So I just need to start to unassetize stuff, right? So for example, here we can do something about current file. Clear asset. Not this one though, this I'll solve later. I believe this one is unique. There's only one way to know. It's current file. No, okay, so it's not unique, so we can clear asset from here. So this one is done. Now to the starship here. Here there are, so we don't need to current file, so clear asset, clear asset, clear asset. This I won't touch, I think these were new recent stuff. Screen cube, I think I don't need it here. And since we are here, wrong name for this. I have some doubles here and there. Anyways, yeah, too many things to It's very good to. So here this stuff. These are actions, right? This is always annoying me. Bring this to character stuff, right? Still material stuff, right? Yeah, whatever. This one has some very specific good stuff here that I haven't solved yet. And now I have this technique, right? Okay, this cotton patterns, I want to bring it. Does it use texture though? No, no image texture, so that's great. So we can let's fix these books. Bad position. Yeah, I think it's 1 by 1, right? I need to append this thing, right? Yeah. Well, this also works, so There should be an operator for this. Scale on the... yeah, too late. Almost done here. I'll do after I complete this. There are more stiff decorative books, right? It'd be nice if you can have some open version. Still thinking how that would work. Here is the... effect. Oh no, these are not armature stuff, so... okay, medium point, I guess. They are still being scaled, I guess, yeah. But then we unscale them. They seem to have lost the link system. Yeah, this is a nightmare. So we don't know what these are. They only in the original scene. What if I... yeah, they already come like this. This happens because really I'm not sure why this happens, because if it would be about this one, this bricks way is coming. Okay, I see. These they are not linked from here. That's why they are grayed out. This was linked from here, and this is why it bricks. Fortunately, this doesn't destroy the original, so... but sometimes we can do it if we keep going. I don't know exactly how, but it happened. So here, at least here we can just fix a few stuff here that finally I remember, right? So yeah, we can clear assets for all these books. Clear these ones. Yeah, so this one only a backup for me to find out. I can't remember. But to be fair, many things will do here. That will be fine. Maybe it was some sort of glass. There's no way to recover this, I guess. I'll white this one. Probably it was sourcing a bad link It should tell it is broken. Alright, so for me, I think there's nothing else to do. We're finally getting somewhere with this. And then here, there's this from Natasha. Okay, gums generic. And these things about grease pencil, yeah, I should probably clean this soon enough. Right, so one thing that... Why glitch update? It'd be nice to find a solution. The material. Blender 5. Could be clip start maybe. No, but there are scenes where I haven't touched this, I guess. That could also be. Okay, something about EV too. Okay, I have some clues, so this might be good enough. I couldn't test right now, right? What are some of the broken ones, right? Here, you see it's glitched here. Workbench does nothing. Just curious. Yeah, cycles. Interesting. Just switching to cycle, switching back solves it. Doesn't make any sense, but here you see it also glitched. This is from... Yeah, this is this one, right? We need to update this one. Yeah, and it doesn't deglitch, so good. However, I'm intrigued about Maybe it's one thing about this known color. Wait, what is this image texture here? Where is this even coming from? I don't remember this material. Might be... Okay, but at least we learned how to solve here, so we're gonna... Yeah, let's be pragmatic here. It's just a preview, right? If this preview's better, then we got it. You see it glitches the preview. This one is not from here. It needs multiple times to... Yeah, like this will be annoying, right? Why you don't have the right preview? This one, we can bring this one here. Yeah, this will be nice. Okay, so at least we got rid of this blank madness. And yeah, that's much better. Not clean solution, but good enough for me for the asset library. So this will be much easier to... Alright, what about the making new asset? I couldn't think about something new. Have these more plants. We could make weapon lamps. For me, it's hard to think of something useful right now without the scene, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is just try to have a simple idea here. Maybe we don't make a new, we're just gonna, today because it's late, we're gonna just get in the scenery here. There is something here that we can assetize. Like this lamp is interesting. This system, I don't really remember how it works. So maybe like it's one of those instancing things. Yeah, so it's a face instance, right? This thing is actually the asset thing that we require here. This collection. So we're gonna assetize this thing. And this entire scene actually could be a something that I can put as a separate thing, right? It is very cool and satisfying, although sort of incomplete, but it's nice, right? It was good doing this all. But now we got to, yeah, we assetize this. We're gonna try to so what it is doing, yeah, because there is okay, let's undo this thing. Because I want to bring it as a Yeah, so you know, this is interesting, but it's overwhelming. And I think there's a problem with the rotation with these objects. Yeah, it's... No, that's the FK thing, right? And this, I'm not sure. Yeah, like I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe we're gonna just simplify, and the other scene has its own use, right? Yeah, there's this crazy thing for instancing. And here we have this problem with the materials. Yeah, so something to fix. Later, right? Okay, so this is a good addition. After, especially, we solve the random asset, right? And that's it, folks. So thanks for watching. Hope that was interesting somehow. Take care and happy Blendery. See you another day. And have a nice weekend.